Hey everyone, I'm back with another photo card putting away video. This one is going to be all Pentagon stuff. Pentagon is my old boy group, my old group of all time. And so I have lots of album inclusion stuff. So that includes photo cards as well as some like stickers and stuff. And then I also have a ton of other things like concert merchandise, postcard sets, seasons greasons, and then the third uni fan kit stuff that I am finally getting around to putting away. But first off, we're going to be doing my shinwon stuff. Shinwon is my alt bias of all alts. I love him very much. I'm putting away a positive English back card of his. And I'm finally done with Shinwon's positive stuff. And hopefully I will stop being tricked on Depop and on eBay when I see it. And I'm like, oh shit, I still need that. I don't. It's done. It's over and done with. And then now I have a thumbs up Shinwon card. This one is not going to fit in the pocket because first off, the thumbs up cards are massive in the first place. And then also the sleeve was a little bit too big for the pocket itself, so I have to put it in a different penny sleeve and then put it back into the binder page. So I love Thumbs Up is my favorite Pentagon album, but also I love his stupid little face in these photo cards because it's very reminiscent of the one Kyung-soo EXO card with his bald head and just like the forehead. So it's like the Shinwon spiritual equivalent to that card, which is very powerful. This is a fan sign card from Weath era. I don't want to talk about how expensive it was. That was definitely an impulse purchase, but after that I have all of the Shinwon Weath cards, including the album stuff as well as the pre-order cards and the fan sign cards, so I can stop worrying about that. But I like having the full collection of Shinwon specifically for Weath because he had his orange hair back, and I think that's one of Shinwon's best looks. And thank God he took all the photos for his photo cards and all the promo images before he dyed his hair again in the middle of Weath promotions, breaking my heart and making it brown again. Not to say that he doesn't look good now, and he didn't look good with that hair, but like the red hair is really, really, really good. And I am crossing my fingers again that I'll make a return. Here I have a demo 1 card that I'm going to be putting away because that's the point of this video. Again, he just looks great. I think he looks great all the time. Yeah, so Shinwon is my ult of ults. If I start talking about him, I will get very emotional and stuff when I think about like why I love him, but on the surface level, I love him a lot because he's just a huge goofball. He's unapologetically himself. He's fabulous. That card is a unit card with Yuto, and Yuto is my second Pentagon bias after Shinwon. If I'm not collecting Shinwon stuff, but I see a thing that is Yuto, I will snag it. So yeah. This is a Black Hall pre-order card. I think that there were only 2 versions of the pre-order cards, but again, another situation of the cards being really big and the sleeve I purchased it in being too big for the 9 pocket. But I'm glad that I at least have a full set of Black Hall Shinwon because I have OT 8 for all of Black Hall, not including the pre-order cards. But now I'm glad that I at least have it for Shinwon himself. And I don't have to worry about acquiring the cards anymore because not that Black Hall ones are hard to find now. They're stupid easy to find still, but the pre-order cards are a little bit hard to find. And then now we're moving on to, I think, non-album cards. Yeah, these are seasons greasons. Season's greetings. You know that one meme of like that you always see during the holidays of the weird monsters jumping on the Yeti back and being like, happy season's greasons? That's just what I say when it comes to K-pop boys season's greasons. Season's greetings. So I'm just putting them in like random spots right now. I went back and reorganized all my pages after this video, but it was already going to be so long as, wait, am I? Hold on. Am I having some breakthrough where I'm actually going to put it away in the correct spot where I labeled things appropriately? We'll see what Pastria did. We'll figure it out. We'll see what I do. Yeah, so I don't have all of the Seasons Greasons from last year because I was like, oh, I don't need it. Like, I'm not going to buy it. Whatever. And then the photos came out and shinwon, again, looked really, really, really good. And I regretted not buying it. So I'm probably going to try to find the one other card of shinwon and then inevitably also get Yuto's, probably because Yuto also looked stupid good in those Seasons Greetings photos because he still had like his long emo boy hair from around when Prism Tour was happening, which in my opinion, besides his current look, it was one of the best hair moments for Yuto. And I would like to have physical proof and reminders of that era. She is gone, but she is not forgotten. So yeah, I'm putting that stuff away now. So yeah, I don't have the full kit of the Seasons Greasons from last year, but I have it for this year's Seasons Greetings. And I don't regret getting it at all because the calendar is really nice. And also it was just so serendipitous that, because I also got the Seasons Greetings for 17, and you'll see all of the 17th Seasons Greetings stuff in my 17 video that will be coming probably sometime next week. That for the month of March, it was both of my ults. So it was 17. It was 17. That was 17. It was Joshua and shinwon for the same month. So my desk had a great view for the month of March. So what else am I pulling out? Let's see. Oh yeah. So I'm going to be putting away some concert merchandise that I got from a mutual friend. So if you didn't watch my miscellaneous photo card putting away video, I mentioned a friend who is getting rid of a bunch of K-pop stuff because he was moving and just didn't need it anymore, and he was like moving on from K-pop, whatever. So besides just like the BTS cards that I had in that video, there was a ton of older Pentagon stuff. Like, this is stuff that is from several years ago. So this is from Uni 1, which was their first fan meeting, and it's the full postcard set for shinwon. And I like the snack theme of the Uni 1 stuff. I think it's really cute. So thankfully it all fits in like this 3-pocket. And then this stuff is going to be from the Prism Tour, which I did not go to. And then I promptly got into Pentagon like a week after not Uni 1. Prism was in New York, which is the next biggest city for me to go see shows and stuff. So I have really big regrets about not going to Prism Tour. And then now here we are, not being able to go to any live shows. Whatever. I like this hair on shinwon also. It was like very mod rocker 1960s, which is like his whole thing. So I'm sure he enjoyed it as well. And then this is stuff from the Weath online concert. Yet again, memorializing that red hair moment that I love. He looks so darling in that postcard with the little flower crown. I don't care who's talking shit. I think flower crowns and K-pop boys is still cute. Call me trash from like 2015, but I love a flower crown moment. And I don't think that we should have ever made fun of people for putting flower crowns on K-pop boys. Man, so good. And then I also have these little stickers that came with it. I don't know if those were official or like were a part of a full set. It was clipped and then given to me, and I'm probably not going to use them. Here's me fiddling with this page, and then it's just not going to look nice, and I'm just going to deal with it, apparently. Now we're moving on to these banner postcards. I don't remember what these are from, but I do know that they are official merch. I don't remember what it was for, but I like having them. I think it's like from something from like at least 2017. It's got to be a really old Pentagon thing. I'm sure if I asked one of my friends who's been into Pentagon far longer than I have, they'll know the lore on that one. And then I have the bookmark from Genius that does not fit properly in any of my pages, but I would die if it did not fit on the same page as the postcard. So like we're just gonna live with what that is. And I think that is all the shinwon stuff I had to put away. So my shinwon collection is in progress. I am hoping to get more stuff soon. So I'm also trying to fill out the rest of my Pentagon collection. A lot of my Pentagon collection was acquired secondhand. So, and a lot of that stuff didn't have any album inclusions in it because, yet again, I had another mutual friend who used to be a Hyojong fan site. And so when we visited her apartment, when a bunch of me and my friends were in Seoul back in February 2020, she was in the middle of moving and needed to get rid of all of these old fan signed Attempt albums. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take all of these albums. So they didn't have any album inclusions. So like I'm trying to fill up what I would have had if I had purchased these albums new. So that includes like Ceremony and Demo 2 and like Five Senses and stuff like that. So I put away a Jinho Ceremony card. I'm really happy that I got Jinho because I miss him a lot. And then I also had that Hyojong PC from Demo 2. And then that is a Yuto from Demo 1, I think. Or Demo 2. I'm not paying attention to what's on the back of the photo cards. And then also those are the school ID cards from, I think, the first album. I already had a Shinwon one. And whenever there's stuff that is for Hyojong that's Pentagon era, he is not in like my top list of Pentagon boys, but he's one of my favorite soloists. And I love to still have stuff of him from his Pentagon days. So when I see it available for a reasonable price, I'm not going to say no to having it. And I saw his little school ID thing for a ridiculously low price. Those little photo ID cards, if someone knows what they're doing and they're selling them, they're going to be fairly expensive. So besides the Hyojong one, I have a second Shinwon one now and a Yuto one. The person I bought the Shinwon one from was selling it for like $10, which is a steal, and was also throwing in the Yuto one in there as a freebie because it's slightly damaged on the back, and I don't care about that necessarily because I'm not going to be selling the Yuto one anytime soon, and his face is still totally fine. So I just shoved all of those in a penny sleeve and just put them in their own little thing because it feels silly having like a stamp sized PC per pocket. Very silly. So yeah, and then also because Thumbs Up is my favorite era, everyone looked so cute during that era, so I'm going to fiddle with stuff some more and like do a little bit of rearranging because I simply don't have the stuff already in my binder. Like the pages in my binders already just to stick the cards in there. So Thumbs Up is going to go on its own page, but Thumbs Up is one of my favorite Pentagon albums because I like when Pentagon does really bright and fun concepts, like Spring Snow and their most recent release, Do or Not. Like I like it a lot when Pentagon does stuff like that, and I think their musical stylings really lends itself well to that, and it fits their personalities a lot, and they have so much fun when they do their more brighter concepts. I love Fresh to Gone. Bright to Gone is it. That doesn't mean I don't like when they do their harder concepts, of course, because they're multifaceted and multi-talented artists, and they can do pretty much any genre they put their minds to. I'm putting a Changgu Demo 2 away because my roommate bought Changgu stuff and then had an extra or something, I think, and I was like, yeah, I'll take it, no worries. So here I am putting more stuff away. Yeah, this I got. So yeah, there's Changgu. I'm trying to put things in age order. There's Changgu. There's Yuto. Yuto was a natural pull from my first Thumbs Up album that I bought. And then I got that Hyunggu card where he has the ribbit written across his face in rainbow. That is so cute. And I had to have it, and someone was selling it with a signed M-Wave Thumbs Up album for like $50, and sometimes that PC alone goes for like $50 because Hyungu stuff I've seen pretty much is always fairly expensive because he's one of the most popular members, and especially that Thumbs Up card is like a hot commodity. So when I saw that I could get the signed M-Wave Thumbs Up along with that card, I was going to say yes to that. Yeah, so now I have a 5 Senses unit card of Hui, Hyojong, and Shinwon. Nope. Yes, Shinwon. I was hoping to pull like just one of the Shinwon ones, but I'm glad that I was able to get a unit like postcard thing that also featured Shinwon in it. Because I bought some new albums recently. I had bought like 5 Senses and stuff new just to get the album inclusions because people just aren't selling the old photo cards anymore. Anyway, so I'm putting away some of the Yuto stuff that I got from that mutual. Wait, nope, I lied. I put away the Yuto banner thing that I had, like Shinwon. This is from Demo 2 or 1. Fuck. The problem is that like Pentagon names things fairly similarly, so I don't remember which one is which sometimes. But I have Hyojong and Jinho, a Hyojong of this big. Oh yeah, it's Demo 2. My bad. So Jinho and Hyojong, and then Hyojong by himself, and as well as the Yuto big postcard. So I'm on the hunt for the Shinwon ones because he looks ridiculous in those. He did like a sultry pose on a beach, almost like, you know, that picture of George Costanza from, I'm showing my age, George Costanza from Seinfeld, like lounging on that chaise, and like it's a mantelpiece photo. It reminds me of that, and I want it very badly. Oh, that is a Usopp pre-order PC that I got as a freebie when I ordered from kpop store in the US, which is an Atlanta-based shop, and you should buy from them. Always try to buy local if you can when it comes to buying for stuff that's not a like fan sign. They just threw that in there for me. That is fully a pre-order, like official pre-order photo card. So I was very happy to receive that. So now I'm putting away stuff from the fan kit, the third uni fan kit. There's these postcard things and everyone looks really nice. It's going to be sad not to have Jinho in the 4th uni kit, but what can you do? And then Hui had his blue hair for this, and Hongsok looks good. I'm going to keep saying that they all look good because they just do. I actually really like this fan kit concept because the box itself looks like a cassette, and it's really tapping into the older fan nostalgia thing because I like being the same age as the groups that I give a shit about. Like Shinwon and I are same age friends, so when they lean into the stuff that they remember, which means that I also remember that kind of aesthetic and living through the cassette VCR era and like Super Nintendo and like Sega Genesis. So when they were holding like Super Nintendo controllers in the shoot, I was like, yes, this is for the hag gamer unis out there, which is what I am. And then also Usopp had his pink hair still, so it was when they had the Powerpuff Girls of Pentagons, because Yuto had his green hair, so he was Buttercup, and Usopp was Blossom, and Hui was Bubbles. And then these ones are, I think, the bigger postcards, so it's the individual shots as well as some of the unit ones. And here I am just counting to make sure that I have enough pages so I don't have to like click and go get some more. No. Go over off to the side and get some more pages for this. I love when you can tell that they do a pretty like minimal photo shoot, but the theme itself is still effective, like they did with this one. Give me some boys with a bunch of junk and make them pose with it, and I'm happy. I didn't separate my Shinwon stuff from this yet to put in the Shinwon section because it always feels bad when you have like a full like OT, whatever number of boys are in the group for a certain set of things, and then you separate him from the pack to go put with your other boys. It always feels kind of bad, so I'm probably going to end up doing that and then like putting some filler into where shinwon was, or else I will get I have the object permanence of a baby. So if I see that something is missing from a full section of all the other boys, I'll be like, oh no, where the hell did that one go? I don't have it. I lost it. It's gone forever. And then I flip back to where the full collection for the boy is. And I'm like, oh, so you were where you were supposed to be. Okay. So now here are the photo cards from the Seasons Greasons 2020. I had repurchased the shinwon ones as well as the pre-order of the shinwon, because the Seasons Greetings came with, if you pre-ordered it, it came with pre-order PCs. And I have the Yuto one and I have the shinwon one. So I have the shinwon pre-order, and then I didn't know if we were going to be getting a full set of photo cards with the Seasons Greetings. I don't know why I thought that, because they always do a full set of photo cards for the for any sort of Seasons Greetings for like any group pretty much. That I rebought the shinwon one because I was scared of not having it and my kit hadn't arrived yet. But that means that I can have him in both places. He can be in the shinwon part of my binder as well as be with the rest of the Taganis. The problem is that like I started collecting, like hardcore collecting Pentagon during Black Hall era. And during Black Hall era, I traveled to Seoul in order to get into to be there for all the promotion stuff for Black Hall. I was there with a bunch of friends. So like all of us were attempting to get into the fan signs. So we just ended up with so many albums. So it was only natural that I would, because of the amount of albums that I attempted to get into the fan sign, I didn't get into one of the fan signs. Spoiler alert. But I ended up getting all of the Black Hall PCs because of it. But after you have that first moment of, I have all of the boys, it becomes really hard to not still want all of the boys. So I'm missing one Weath card. I'm missing just a singular Hongsok PC. And it's a little mind-numbing that I don't have it because Black Hall ruined me. And then, so here I am putting away the postcards from the Seasons Greetings. So that's why it physically kills me for like the Love and Take era that they said that there's going to be 6 photo cards per boy with 3 versions. I think Cube finally realized that like the more versions you put out of an album, the more people are going to buy and boost album sales, which is the whole point of these albums having multiple versions anyway. So they did 3 versions, and then they're going to have 6 cards per boy, and then that's 48 cards, and that's a lot of cards. And so I am getting a bulk order of albums for a fan call attempt. I don't know why I said it like that. For a fan call attempt, I tried to get into shinwon for the one-on-one solo calls via Makestar because I was able to get into his call for Daisy promotions. So I tried again, didn't get in. That's just how fan calls and fan signs work. So I have a bunch of those coming in, so hopefully it'll flesh out a big portion of my collection. So, but for the Love or Take era, I'm really just trying to prioritize getting Shinwon and Yuto versus having all of the boys because I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic about my buying and purchasing for this era. And I think as of the time I'm recording this, they're pretty much done announcing fan calls. So I only tried for 1 this time versus the 2 I tried for last time. Oh, this is I finally have the Usok PC from the 9801 Usok Gwanlin collaboration album. I purchased the 9801 album at, I think, Anime NYC at a K-pop booth. And pulled Gwanlin, and everyone seems to pull Gwanlin, which is weird because he was going to be the more popular member out of the 2 people making stuff. So whatever I pulled them. So I just put away this stuff from 20 Space because I like keeping the coupons from 20 Space now because it's no longer 20 Space and I've been to 20 Space. And then this is some fan stuff. I went to go see Jinho's musical when we were in Seoul, and that was the little sheet they gave you on how to be polite during a theatrical performance, which killed me because of course K-pop stans going to see live theater sometimes wouldn't know how to control themselves when a boy is in a musical. I'm from the New York metropolitan area and I grew up going to theater, so like I have theater etiquette, and so it was just funny to have a little sheet telling me to be polite and be quiet during the performance and while Jinho is on stage. That musical was absolutely fabulous. It was called The Goddesses Watching, I think. It was incredible. It was, besides just like Jinho being in it and being Miss Jo Jinho, it was a really well done musical with a small cast and a really effective set. And also a really great soundtrack. Oh yeah, so now I'm putting away some Yuto goods. This is Uni 1 Yuto stuff with the fun pantry photo shoot, which is very reminiscent of his one that one photo he has with the townhouse pita chip box. I don't know what that one is from exactly. Someone let me know what it is from, but it's another one of those school card things. I think it might have been a Uni 1 thing or an earlier thing. So now I have Hair Crime Yuto from Prism. This was a really bad moment for hair moments in Pentagon, and if I have to explain to you why it's bad, where have you been? Thankfully enough, a fan did talk to Yuto personally at a fan sign event during Genius Era and like while they were preparing for Prism, to be like, hey, it's not okay for you to have this hair, you have to get rid of it. And then they got rid of it. But I didn't want to have physical proof of his hair, but it was given to me. So I have it, and I'll eventually have it for a full Yuto collection. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.